Hello, this is my brief review of Skyfall, the 2012 film starring Daniel Craig, directed by Sam Mendes, with Roger Deakins cinematography and Judi Dench as M, as well as Javier Bardem as the main villain, as the main protagonist, main antagonist, sorry. I want to start with the positives of this film. For me, one of the biggest positives would be Roger Deakins' cinematography. I thought he was just fantastic. I liked what he did in Blade Runner 2049. I really liked what he did with 1917. I think he's a talented man. He's won two Oscars in the last couple of years, rightfully so, in my opinion. I really enjoyed Javier Bardem as the villain. I thought his introduction when he comes down the elevator, then he starts talking about how the two rats that their nature was changed. I thought that was a great introduction for him. Then he reveals that Judi Dench had been lying to Daniel Craig and that he didn't pass his tests. And then he has that marksman test, if you will, where they're trying to shoot a glass of whiskey off of the woman's head. I'm pretty sure it's whiskey. That was a great scene. Then you see Daniel Craig manages to one up him and manages to take control of the situation before the helicopter arrives. That was fantastic. I thought Ray Fiennes was great in his role. I think Judi Dench was superb as M. This is a spoiler, obviously, but the film's been out for over a decade, so it's a spoiler. She dies at the end, and I thought that was just done brilliantly. I thought the build-up to that scene was fantastic. I thought the cinematography was excellent. I thought the soundtrack was superb. I liked the way in which, once again, another spoiler, the way in which Javier Bardem died. That was fantastic. I liked how Daniel Craig flipped Daniel Craig's last line to Javier Bardem, "Last rat standing." That was fantastic. I like the scenes. I liked talking about the ending. I love the scenes in Scotland. That was fantastic. They were done brilliantly. I don't know the name of the actor or the character, unfortunately, for the Scottish man who first appears at the place that is called Skyfall, that says James Bond, and then Daniel Craig responds by saying, "Good God, you're still alive." Don't know his name, but I liked that man, and that I thought he was solid. I think probably my favourite scene of the entire film, though, would be Judi Dench's speech to the politicians after Javier Bardem escapes from his prison cell, and then then you see Daniel Craig chasing him underground, and then you see the train, the explosion before the train emerges, and Javier Bardem manages to get to Parliament and go he almost shoots Judi Dench, and then you see Daniel Craig heroically rescue her, and then we obviously get to the finale. I want to say that one of the biggest positives for me, other than what I've just mentioned, would be Adele, the Skyfall song just after the opening scene, after the opening chase scene, that we then see come to a climactic end, that we come to its climax in China. We see the man fall off the roof. I thought that was superb. And I also would like to say I like how the film had a global feel to it. The film, and you see the film in a few different places. You see the film all over the place. You see that opening scene. Do believe it's in India, if my memory serves me correctly. Then we see James Bond. He's on an island, and I'm going to make an assumption that's off the coast somewhere in Southeast Asia before he reappears in London. We get to see him go all the way to China, as I've already mentioned, then back all the way to England, then up to Scotland. It's nice. I thought the film just had a nice feel to making the film feel a little bit more international, if you will. I think it just gives a greater variety in scenes, if you know what I'm trying to say. I like the scene in the when he first confronts the Bond woman before the one that ends up getting shot, when they meet in the casino and James Bond appears with the chip, and the two guys appear and they say compliments of the house and they give him a incredibly large amount of money. Then we get to see the fight scene with the Komodo dragon ended up taking up one of the guy's legs. And then we also get to see the martial art, the fighter, the mixed martial artist, if you will, of Liang Yang, who was in Mission Impossible 6 in 2018. He has a brief cameo there, and the fight scene there was solid in my opinion. Then we had the scene on the boat that was filmed beautifully in my opinion. And I think I'm going to end it there. Just a brief review of the film Skyfall. I really really enjoy this film. I'm going to rewatch it. I can see myself rewatching it a good few more times. If you haven't checked it out, you should definitely give it a watch. Thanks for watching.